This goes to I have to stay with what I get. Okay, I got a text one night from a client. It was probably a Thursday or Friday. And this client told me that her relative isn't going to make it through the weekend. What should we do? And some questions. I said, I have a feeling this is not going to happen. I have a feeling that your relative is going to make it through the weekend and beyond. I said, she's strong. She doesn't want to pass. She wants to be here. But I'm telling you, I'm going against everything they're telling me. I'm going against all logic. But I'm holding up to that. Now, sometimes I have to, I'll never tell people what I think they want to hear. But sometimes I have to say, I wonder if that's what's happening. I won't allow it to happen. I definitely won't do it knowingly. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they're just telling me to give them something to, make them comfortable, help them not stress and get through the weekend. Well, guess what? That was about a week or two ago. That person's still alive, getting stronger when she wasn't expected to make it. Okay? I had another situation where a friend of mine was passing, and I saw his family in the hospital when my wife was in the intensive care. And talking to them, I told them that their mother was with their father in the room. Their mother had passed. I said, I think he might make it. I'm not sure. But I'm getting that he probably won't. He's probably going to go see his wife. But I can't tell them that. Do you understand? I have to think of what I say sometimes, okay? And to tell them they're not going to make it, it's not going to make it much longer. What purpose would that serve? I don't see death first. I do not see death. I see when it's not going to happen, okay? Well, unfortunately, my friend did pass about a week later. And I can't remember some of the things I told them. I hope I didn't give them false hopes. But, so I don't know. I have to go with what I'm told, and I have to stay with that. And it's very difficult for me to do that, all right? I'm not here to tell you what you want to hear. I do have to make sure that I don't overstep. And when I was first starting out, I was doing an event, and I saw this kid died, and his parents raised their hands. Okay, it was him. And I'm sitting with them, and this was a big lesson that stayed with me 17, 18 years now. And I'm sitting in there, and I said, their son was hit by a large vehicle bus. Okay, I said, I see him texting, he wasn't paying attention. Well, they lost their minds. They said, that's not true. He was paying attention. I felt horrible. But I had to tell them what I shouldn't have told them what I saw. Okay? So sometimes I have to just not say things or soft pedal things or find it a different way. But that's a lesson I'll never forget. The purpose for me to tell those parents that their child was texting, and if he only looked up, probably would have still been alive. Yeah, I'm splitting hairs, man. I gotta tell you, this stuff is tough. The messages I'm getting are stronger. The messages I get are coming faster and really helpful to many others. And I'm thanking God, because I've been praying to God and Mary to please let me get more messages, better messages for my clients, and it's been happening. So anyway, folks, I feel really good about that. Talked about some of the mistakes I made, some of the things that way it works. Anyway, subscribe, like, and follow me, okay? Like the video. Always remain hopeful, never hopeless. Always be optimistic, never pessimistic. Have a great Sunday. Bye. Bye for now.